I hear the same thing every year on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are, that there are no Thanksgiving songs at all, and people just try to make up their own. And honestly, if you take a minute on Google, just search up Thanksgiving songs, you will find multiple lists of songs to play on Thanksgiving. Surprisingly, some of them are actually holiday-related / oriented. Most of them are just people being thankful, or one had "Thank God I'm a Country Boy" on it, which I'm like, okay, I don't see it as a Thanksgiving song, but you do you. But the problem with every single one of these lists that I've seen, they are leaving out the Thanksgiving song, the definitive song for the holiday, Arlo Guthrie's 18-minute masterpiece, Alice's Restaurant Massacre. And no, I did not mean to say massacre, it is Massacre. Check Discogs for the track listing, it ends with 2 E's. It's Massacre. The song, releasing on the 1967 album Alice's Restaurant, tells the story of Thanksgiving 1965, where Arlo and a friend went to see their friend, Alice, and her husband, Ray, at the church where they lived to have a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat. But before that dinner, Arlo and a friend decided to be nice and take the massive amount of trash that they had accumulated at the church, put it in the back of a red VW microbus with shovels, rakes, and implements of destruction, and wanted to take it to the dump. But unfortunately, on Thanksgiving, the dump was closed. Lucky for them, they found a 15-foot cliff where they just dumped the trash on top of another pile of trash. Because, what was it? One big pile is better than 2 little piles, and they didn't want to bring that one up, so they threw theirs down. Unfortunately, the cops the next day, they find it, they get arrested, they go to the scene of the crime, which is probably one of the biggest in the town at that time, apparently, according to the song, where the police basically used all their little fancy things, like taking, evidence of the tire tracks. They had dogs, they had all sorts of crazy stuff, and they had 27 8x10 color glossy photographs with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one. And after that's all said and done, they get bailed out by Alice. They go back and have another Thanksgiving dinner, then they gotta go to court, and after the typical case of American blind justice, they just had to go pay a $50 fee and pick up the garbage. So, happy ending maybe? I don't know. But that was only the first part of the song. We're about maybe 8.5, 9 minutes into the 18-minute song. After the first part of the song, the second picks up where he's talking about the draft. Yeah, curveball. It goes through his journey going to the whatever building it was and signing up for the Selective Service, talking about all the shots and all the crazy stuff they gotta get, and having a fun conversation with the shrink, which I'll let you go experience that for yourself, because that was insane to listen to. At the end, the army general, or whoever the hell is interviewing him for this stuff, asks him, have you ever been arrested? And he says yes. He recites the Alice's Restaurant Massacre. I think he said it was full orchestration, or whatever the hell he said. And after that crazy part, the general guy tells him to go sit on the Group W bench, which is where he said it's like you may not be moral enough to join the army. He sat there with the craziest kind of criminals you can imagine, and they all have a grand time talking about all the groovy crimes they've committed, Arlo being a litter bug, and the other people doing whatever the hell they doing. And at the very end of the song, he goes into how if any of us are in a similar situation, to sing the chorus from Alice's Restaurant, and talks about how we can make the Alice's Restaurant anti-massacre movement. I'm not going to get into that whole end part because there was a tiny bit of, I don't want to say controversy. It's like a weird 50-50, but he's like altered the lyrics of the end part, because obviously times change, wordings change, so he's at least trying to stick along with the times and kind of change it to not be as, ugh. At the end of the day, Alice's Restaurant Massacre, while being a 57-year-old song now, is a timeless classic, and is just a overall fun song for the holidays. If you have not heard it yet, I urge you to listen to it. Pick up the record. It is so fun. Because, honestly, you just put the record on, you sit there for like 18.5 minutes or so, just relaxing, and then you get to flip it over and enjoy some fun tunes from him. Like the motorcycle song, Highway in the Wind, Chillin' of the Evening, which is one of my favorites. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, let me know down below by like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever. See you in the next one.